One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Aztecs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCF's offense will start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Knights will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Aztecs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on it.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit. Might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? It's complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Aztecs have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wideout. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got an open man.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Keeps looking downfield. Grab near the marker. It's Wall. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Aztecs in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snags it over the middle. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down for back at their own 24-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Under fire. A strike downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the 1st down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great bid they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. This offense has it with really good field position. Power football with the run. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
He's got it on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Card in the backfield. It's Addison. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Amazing individual effort there by the defender, defeating his block and getting to the bubble screen, not allowing a gain. You don't see...
Looking for the end zone. Got him downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Aztecs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Pressure coming. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tied in the red zone.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line. But 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Aztecs. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Warren. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now... CF offense ready to go back to work. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The give to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yards. That play able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got the quick pass. Turning it up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Knights. A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 30. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Aztecs will have it first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Complete on the comeback. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. Swings it out to his running back. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aztecs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they wanted more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
Finds his man in the middle. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. This drive has been sharp. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now 1st and 10 from the 42. To the air on first down. Going to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Grabbed on the outside, it's Holba. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Aztecs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Aztecs will line up to punt it away. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Looking downfield on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports Studios at the Bounce House.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Knights will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They'll open the second half with a run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some...
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. After run, now throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll throw on 3rd and short. On the run, still looking. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense takes the field for the first time today. Talk about a dynamic duo in the passing game. We certainly have that in this one. They challenge defenses at every level, Jesse.
And this is arguably the best quarterback-wide receiver combo in the entire nation. And David, I feel like every week defenses try to come up with plans to stop these two. No one's been able to do it yet. They get their passes completed. They throw touchdowns. And right now, this is a massive challenge for this defense today.
Yeah, and there's a lot of great receivers in the country that don't have the great trigger man. But he's got both. So they can attack the whole field. He can get it a multitude of ways. Like, these are two superstars at the top of their game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He wants to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab, past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Running to Green. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the Aztecs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Used the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Aztecs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Floating away. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, San Diego State.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UCF's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass.
3rd and long from the 27. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Knights will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the catch. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Leaves it with the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Aztecs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this last play of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. It's a draw. Fighting off the defender. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Wall. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Aztecs can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Aztecs look to keep this drive humming with the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. The throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aztecs. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Warren. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And I've seen some crazy things with wide receivers. Like, they want the football. They call for it just like he does here. He wants the football. But, man, you've got to make plays. And if you're going to be loud and you're going to be that guy, when the ball comes your way, you got to make plays on it. And he doesn't do it there.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Going to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Now the lead is down to 11. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Ali. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Complete to the left. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Aztecs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Aztecs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The offense changing the play. From the red zone, looking for a man. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, San Diego State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continuing, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
And earlier this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Aztecs headed quickly to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the tight end. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. And the Aztecs will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And that is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Orlando. And the story of this first half has undeniably been the play of that kid under center. He's in total control of the offense, making the right decisions and reads, not trying to do too much. There's a reason he gets the NIL deals and all the love on social media. That young man is him, and doesn't that opposing team know it? With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Warren. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
In the 2nd half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Knights send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Got it near midfield. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Running to the left. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense
breaks into the open. Touchdown Aztecs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. From the gun, running back on the move. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football. It's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, There's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Knights lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And there's something you don't see very often, a fumble on a quarterback sneak, and quarterback's got to do a really good job of bellying the ball and securing it before you start pushing forward. I don't know if he ever really had control of it in the defense.
He's loose. He's at the touchdown, San Diego State. And the pummeling has started.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Complete to the left. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. Buys a little time. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time on target. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Aztecs are on the move. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, Aztecs! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Then it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on 1st down. That ball came out a little late, and it was almost picked off.
Oh, and they almost had another one. And this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the third. Makes the grab. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Okay, ready?
The Aztecs line it up with a 1st and goal.
Slab.
Looking for the score. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Knights backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Here's the handoff. There he goes. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Ready?
And the Aztecs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, San Diego State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. He makes a catch. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. He just missed the target on that one. Got him, put it on his body.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Wall. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. It's a running room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And all the hard work and commitment pays off, getting their first win of the season. Really impressed how they came out. After starting the season 0-2, they knew this was going to be a physical game, and they came ready to go on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Rushes on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The Knights line up to punt it away.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like...
Oh, he's got some space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better.